Good morning, greetings and blessings from the beautiful, beautiful island of Barbados. I hope y'all are enjoying this sunrise with us this morning. Absolutely beautiful conditions. There's hardly any wind again. Lovely little north swell rolling through. Beautifully clouded sky that we can enjoy the actual works and the creativity of the greatest one, of course. Good morning to each and every one of you all, and welcome to beautiful Barbados. As I said before, rising sun coming up, no haze this morning, so it's going to be fairly glary, but we want to let you see how that's coming up this morning, because we want you to see the blessings and the promises of a new day. Good morning to each and every one of you all again. We are just in Foster Hall area. This is just to the east of Tent Bay, or south of east of Tent Bay. It's beautiful up here. We actually are starting a little bit closer to Tent Bay than we normally do, but I want to obviously bring along the Coast Star this morning. Based on time and stuff, we want to share with you just the pre-dawn and actual dawning this morning. So we started a little bit closer down as time was our opposition this morning, for sure. It's absolutely beautiful here. All right, we're going to see our Serenity Prayer in a second, but first of all, I want to show you the surroundings, and I want to show you why I always say that I am so blessed. Now, there's nothing that stimulates me more than being on this coastline, as you all would know. This morning I am graced with the pleasure of having this one with me. I have never walked here with anyone before on a vlog, so I thought this was a perfect place to start off with her this morning. She has been challenged. We'll talk a little bit more about that as we go along. But good morning there, co-star. How are you going this morning? A big smile on your face now, so you can tell them all about the stories later on. She's quite interested. Too out of breath to tell them now. All right, you catch your breath, it's not a problem. So good morning to you again from beautiful, beautiful Barbados. We're going to come back this way into the rising sun, and we're going to say our Serenity Prayer, and then we will start off our morning with our joy and laughter and fun and banter and love and care. Alright, so here we go. Those of you who'd like to join us, please do. For all others, we'll be back to you in a few moments. Remember, it's a prayer for peace and direction and joy and love and comfort and stability and understanding. Very, very powerful prayer. This will help you through any situation as long as you actually hear the words, understand the words, and apply them to your life. So let's say that now. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. We say every morning about how blessed we are to be able to see these visions and also share them with the ones that we love and adore and care for. And that is the honest truth. This is what starts our morning. This is like a full recharge, a booster recharge for us. Turbo start, if you would like. Come out here, you feel a little bit on the tired side. Not me. That's very, very rare. I may say I'm tired, but I'm always going with energy. But we do feel a little bit on the tired side sometimes when we come out and think, well, what are we going to talk about this morning? and then we open our hearts and we let ourselves be saturated with the beauty and the peace and serenity that surrounds us. And then all of a sudden we have a zest to bring you the absolute best that we possibly can. And that's what we do each and every time that we come out on a vlog. Good morning to everyone. I see our Miss Kira on here. I see a lot of people on here this morning. One comment this morning I like to address, and that was Judy, who said that she is hearing no Nicholas's voice this morning, just a beautiful soundy waves. Thanks so much and welcome back, Jules. It's great to see you on board this morning. And just for each and every one of you also, you are not deprived of the beauty of Barbados. I shall show you it right now. Let me make sure you see all of it. Yes, good morning to each and every one of you all. Chris, especially for you this morning. I know this is aggravating you, but you know I love to do that anyhow. Good morning to each and every one of you all, from the most handsome, most amazing, most incredible Olympian known as the Bajan Warrior. Good morning to you from beautiful, beautiful Barbados. I am an element of this earth. Every day that I put my feet on the ground in Barbados, I feel as though I'm a part of it. I actually come infused with it. It is a beautiful, beautiful feeling. I know many of you all feel the same way as well. And hopefully this morning, wherever you are in this world, you're awakening and watching the beauty that we're offering you and the beauty we will be taking you on. Beauty of nature, unspoiled Barbados, if you'd like to call it that. Absolutely stunning. Right, so from on top of the hill, where we normally go, which would be just over here, that rock that you're seeing up there, the highest point, that's where we normally start from because it overlooks Glen Burnie and into the Martins Bay area. However, where we've started this morning, because of time restrictions and because of conditions and stuff, we're not able to really see the Glen Burnie or the Martins Bay section. But I'll take you a little further out, just a little bit further, so you can enjoy what those coves and rocks formations look like going up here. First set of rocks here is just before you get to Glen Burnie. Second set of rocks you're seeing is in Glen Burnie. Then you go into those rocks actually start where you work your way into Martins Bay. That's just between the sort of like V here. I'll raise it a little bit for you. And then that's Martins Bay right out to the first point that you're seeing in the distance there in the center of the camera now. That's the point at Martins Bay. That is a blackout area. You don't get any signal there at all. And then we work our way down into Conga Bay, into Bath, and then into Concept Bay. And the furthest point you're seeing is College Savannah. That's way up on the very furthest point. That's before you start to go around and start to see the southeastern coast. I like to call this as the south coast, and then southeastern I like to think of it being from that point on. Not southeastern, but going on to the southeastern section. Beautiful over there. Absolutely stunning this morning. Glorious, glorious signal I am hoping here from what I saw this morning. It's just beautiful. Again, we are blessed with a day with no wind or very minimal wind, and beautiful surf that's coming in off of these swell, off these hurricane systems to the north of the island, producing these kind of absolute perfect conditions. And wall surfers wax up and hit the road. You don't only have to hit here, you can hit West Coast. Yesterday evening we were down the West Coast. We actually spoiled you all a little bit yesterday. We brought you some West Coast conditions with surge. Not surf conditions, but the surging that was going on around Sandpiper and around that general area by Old Town Beach. And then we brought you a sunset. So you were with us from sunrise to sunset yesterday, and we were able to bring you the beauty and the serenity and the peace that we enjoy every day of our lives. So before we go any further, I see she's not breathing as hard as she was breathing. She was actually breathing when she was sitting in the car coming over here. I'm not too sure what went on. I know that everyone, like our psychologists, surfologists, our Miss Kier, our cook, and Mary, Switch Mary, all of them who have been pleased and pleasured by driving with me knows that I'm an amazing driver.
You can't forget John.
Oh, John and Kelly. Oh, well, John didn't seem to be so thrilled by my driving or where I took him. I'm looking forward to you, John, coming back down here, because I'm going to share with you what we went over this morning in the pitch darkness. I'm sure you will be extremely happy and jumping for joy. So how was that drive coming over here this morning? It was comfortable and cool?
No comment.
No comment. You're not commenting no breath yet, or just not in the mood to be hostile?
It's not going to be honest.
And you walk across...
Do you want me to lie?
No, no, not at all.
I'll lie.
No,
it was the smoothest, most comfortable ride ever.
Okay. And what would you walk over here to this section here? Was it slow and easy?
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
No rough terrain.
No.
No, didn't carry you too fast.
Could have did it barefoot.
Could have done it barefoot. Well, today we're actually going to call today, what are we calling today? Twisted Tuesday. And that is because she is obviously going to be in this mood, and she's going to, well, this.
Why is it me? It's you.
Oh, I am twisted. Oh, I'm such a nice
twisted.
person. Okay.
No, I take that back.
Okay, thank you so much.
So nice.
So nice. Oh yes, that's so nice of you to say. I'm such a darling, aren't I? Yes.
You are.
Oh, good there. All right, so let's start this journey here. We're gonna walk back up a little bit. We just want to bring you out here so you could see around the coves, around this section here, and into those other areas with the beautiful rock formations. We like to point out whenever we're here, to do most of the time when we are in this location, this rock is in the center of the screen. It looks as though someone has taken 3 boulders and placed them on top. Can you imagine that's all a part of the same rock formation? That's actually where the weaker matter has been eaten out, leaving those 3 things looking like sort of like bishops on top of that rock. So it looks so strange. It looks as though I went out there. Now I could have gone out there and put boulders of that same size quite comfortably if I had had the time this morning. I would actually have swam from the shore with them on top of my shoulder, climbed that rock with one hand as I was holding the other one, and put them up for you, but we didn't have the time this morning, so I had to show you these here and not the ones that I intend to share with you later on. Alright, so we're going to make our way back up here. Terrain, sketchy. I wouldn't come out here in 2x2s. Don't have a deep enough grip, especially if it's wet, and actually I would advise not to do this train line if it's wet. The paths are very, very slender and very close to the drop-offs themselves, as you will see in a few minutes, even closer than last time we were here. So I would not recommend coming up here when it's wet. If you do that, well, be extremely cautious and make sure you're a very, very fit and agile person. Something like me. Something like, because you can never be like me, because I am so amazing. I am the greatest. That goes without saying. Everybody knows that already. I really don't like to speak about myself, but sometimes there may be a new person on here that may never have realized I was the greatest person, as I don't have a chance to expose my athletic skills and my grace and my strength to them. I like to tell them so they would know up front. So good morning to all the newcomers that are coming on this morning. We're on the east coast of Barbados. I will give you a little bit of a landmark walk here. Can't really see Pico Tenerife too clearly this morning. However, you can make out the point with the white cliff, like sort of in the center of the camera. Beyond that, you could barely probably see the little bit of a shadow of what is Cove Bay, etc. We talked about this yesterday, but you may not have been on. We then work our way up through Morgan Lewis and Walkers and Long Pond, Cattle Wash, and then you will see the sleeping giant in the center of the screen. We talked about that as well. That is Chalky Monk. It is a range of hills that make it look like a person lying on their back. It's not one said hill. So depending on what angle you're at, you will see it better and better. And then we work our way along the Cattle Wash area behind the rocks you're seeing the furthest distance, which are Tent Bay today. Yesterday the rocks we saw would have been at George River, the mouth of George River. That is actually the marking of where you come into Tent Bay, and that's from Beach Mount itself, and also from where High Rock is and Parla. Alright, so and then we have Tent Bay, of course. We see little fishing boats sorted like in the center screen, and then you see 2 amazing shadows here of the most amazing people in this world, and that would be me, of course, and the co-star. And the only reason she's amazing is because she's with me. I should say the only reason she's as amazing as she is because she's with me. I am feeling a frown in my back now. It's stabbing me like a knife. Anyhow, we're going on this way. Alright, we're going to go back up a little bit of rough terrain here, so I will be holding her hand and helping her and guiding her up, as I always do. That is what I am supposed to do in this life, is to take care of her and love her to the best of my ability. That is the blessings that I have been given, and the way that I have to treat those blessings, for sure. Alright, I was going to run up here when after we started and show you the view from on top of that hill, but there is a dipping signal just right here. We really would like to try and keep this as clean and as clear as we can. Up in the distance there, you're seeing a cell tower that is up by Hackleton's Cliff. That's the Malvern section. As you know, there's a Clifton section just up where it's called Monkey Jump. That's just below St. John's Church, hard to access. Sorry, named after me?
Yeah.
What, Hackleton's?
Monkey Jump?
Oh, hold on a minute though. I need to put you on camera when you say that though, because I need to let everybody see that smile. What happened to the Twisted Tuesday that you were supposed to be so nice and kind to me?
I forgot. See,
you forgot about
Twisted.
Twisted, okay. Well, you're having a hard time this morning, challenge with that, but don't mind. It's great to see you, especially with all that sun in the background. Alright, so we're going to continue our direction towards Tent Bay. We have actually created some of our own paths this morning to find a shorter path for you know who. I don't have to mention who it is, I just leave it as you know who. But yes, she had a challenging morning, as you may not know, but she's recovered, or recovering, still in the recovering process of having COVID about 8 weeks ago or so. It took a tremendous toll on her. For those of you that have had COVID, that have had it on a mild side, that say, well, I don't know what all the hype is about and stuff, she had that as well in 2019, but she caught the real COVID, or a different strain of COVID, or just it hit her differently this time and absolutely flattened her out. I mean, completely for about a week, completely flattened out. You would know that's why she was missing. I was telling you all about how it was blaming on the boot camp. She survived boot camp well, but it was working in my favor to say it was the boot camp that destroyed her, because I was so energetic and so fit and so well trained that I wanted you all to feel that she was really dusted out, but she was from COVID, unfortunately. But I brought her across here this morning, and any of you that have had COVID heavily will know how your lungs heave and hoe, and how it's extremely challenging when you're gasping for breath and stuff. It really puts your lungs to the test. This morning we put her lungs to the test. I was explaining to her that this was the first vlog that I did when I had COVID last August, August last year, and how devastating it was for me to run across here in the morning. Actually, I literally had to run across here to get it done that morning because I was running a little late, and I was heaving and hoeing so terribly. I wasn't even sure if I'd be able to catch my breath, but I did. So if any of you that are going through any ailments at the moment, whether it be COVID or anything else, we're praying for your speedy recovery. We hope that you are impacted as minimal as possible. Just remember that every day does come to an end, and if you are sick at the moment, hopefully it is an ailment that you will get better from. If it is not, well, we're all challenged in life sometimes with different things that we do not expect or want. However, we still can find the beauty in everything that surrounds us. This morning, even if you cannot walk, we are sharing the beauty of Barbados with you from our hearts, which are blessed with the beauty of the gifts of being able to have these visions and tell you what we're feeling. So we're going to go into an area that's a little bit wavery on signal because there's a little dip down behind here. No, these are not the dreaded bushes. These are beautiful bush. As you can see, they have lovely flowers on them instead of yucky, terrible berries that you step on and stick between your toes and stain your shoes or your foot. These are beautiful. This is a beautiful bush. We're not on top of the other one right now unless you see it. Hopefully we don't see any of them this morning. It would mean that Barbados is getting more beautiful by the day. Sorry, secret, please. I can't resist it. I love you dearly.
Sorry.
Well, no, I love her, but I'm not sorry. I gave her that in joy and with love, of course. All right, so just to let you see a couple of things. The angle here doesn't look great on the camera, but this is a good angle. This is probably about 60-degree angle here. So when this gets wet, or if this has a lot of sea spray on it, you can go down quite easy. So 2x2s would not suffice here. You need the 4x4s that will actually grip through the grass and stuff and save you and stop you from falling. If I fall down where you will not know, because I am so elegant and smooth and so fast at rebounding. Remember, I also hold the gold medal in the rebounding category. That's a person that falls and gets back up so quickly you do not even know. So again, I would have to tell you if that happens. Or if I take a tremendous tumble, well, I will give you it gracefully and with the smoothness, of course, of a professional stunt artist that I also am as well. Lovely, natural, beautiful Barbados. You can see Eco Lodge up in the distance there, just over the crest and the top of that hill. We haven't done anything there yet, but we will be doing that in the near future, hopefully. We have a couple of places that we have sent out some requests to cover. We don't do public venues, as in a bar or restaurant or any activities, unless we first seek the permission, because we do not like to go and do anything unless the organizers have approved it. That is why we have done so in the very beginning. We did it with Q in the community, and we have been invited in as a part of their family. So that is why we can cover that quite comfortably, and that's why a lot of the Q people are now saying we want to be on CBC, so let us get in front of your camera, because we may not work with CBC. Actually, we don't work at all. Our journey is to bring you the joy and pleasure of Barbados without any return investment into it. If you do decide to donate anything, well, that is done through your goodwill and your love and your care and your kindness, and we appreciate it in the same said way. But we don't ask for anything that we do, because the journey is about giving. It's not about asking for, it's about giving. If you receive, you receive that as a blessing from you. Beautiful terrain. Unfortunately, it's going to be spoiled right now. So those of you that don't want to see the ugly side of Barbados, please shut your eyes right now. We have some sea grape bush in front of us. Those of you that like to be fashionable and say, oh, I like sea grape, to make everyone feel that you're a Bajan, so you eat sea grape and fat pork and cashew nut fruit and drink mobby, well, you can continue with your own charade, because we know already that these things taste terrible. They may be good for you. So is Buckley's. It tastes terrible. It's good for you. But who goes around and drinks Buckley's without a cough? In other words, why are you going to go and eat this thing here unless you need it to help you through an ailment? Another little dip here that will be full of water if it was rainy season or rain right now. So if you were to come through here, you would have major challenges. As you can see, the other side is made up of mud and clay and silt, and therefore you would be slip sliding and away. It's a little bit challenging, even for some of the other people coming through here in dry conditions. However, of course, with me, it is not a problem. I am so talented and so amazingly gifted with my feet and my balance that I will now help my co-star down gently into the trough and then back out of it. Jeez, what a gentleman I am. You all thought chivalry had died. It lives within me and within many of the men on here. I'm watching the greetings of love and kind and care. You know, it's amazing how people can come together and express love and kindness and care and compassion for those around them without being misinterpreted that they have ulterior motives. That is something you'll find on the EMC channel. You will find men and women coming on here and expressing their love to each other and saying how they love each other, etc. And there is nothing meant by it but just humanly love. That is what you've got to call a beautiful gathering. A gathering of people who just love each other because we are our brother's keepers and because we are supposed to share love. And guess what? We share love, and without expecting it or demanding it, it is returned, and is returned tenfold. That's what the EMC is all about. We're about bringing the beauty of not only Barbados, but the beauty of life, the gift that we are all blessed with, and that is life. We just want to bring you the best that we can possibly bring you. Now the sun is coming up a little more. Oh, this is one of the footpaths that we created, by the way, just saying. We created this morning. That would be the 𝗁𝗍𝗄𝗏. Okay, the 𝗁𝗁𝗍. Okay, I'm not sure what the 𝗁𝗁𝗍 means, but then I guess anything that's associated with me must be royal. So it's the royal me, the royal I, the royal myself, and the royal we. I've just been told because she's now joined me as well. All right, so we're gonna be making our way. This is interesting. All right, we're gonna make our way as close as we can to the actual water edge. This is what we like to do. We don't like to go off road and stuff. We like to stay, well, I should say away from the cliff itself. We like to bring you all the best that we possibly can. We're going to probably have to divert back a little bit here because I'm bringing the best, but I don't know if she can go down in here with me. We'll see. We'll check her out and see. There's a big drop off here. However, it is absolutely beautiful. So we want to show you everything that we can possibly show you. We did come this way this morning and we're going this way again. Check this out. Hold on a minute though. Darker makers and of course our clauses are in place. If you get damaged, your optic nerves get damaged while viewing these here, it is your fault because we tell you to bring your darker makers from early. So check this out. The power of nature. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Don't mind the sun blast right now. It's a little intense. I want to share that with you because why? We want to share the beauty that surrounds us with everyone. Alright, so we did go down here this morning. Are you coming down here or are you going around? We're going right down here. This is slippery section, remember? You want to come around or you want to come down with me? Okay, I'm gonna walk around a little bit with her because I don't want to take her down here. I will show you why. The things that Ryan and Nicole seem to like to eat, these horrible things that they tell me are full of oxidants and stuff, which really cannot be good for you because it is out here disgusting. They eat these leaves and these actually will throw you down because in them are very pulpy. So it's sort of like an aloe. If you squeeze these here or break them, you will find all the pulp coming out. Likewise with the sea spray and the sea that's coming up onto these, it gets very, very slippery. So we can divert a little bit around because coming up here is a lot easier than going down. So we're going to just divert a slight bit for you inland. And we're not too far. We're going to come back down the coastline, so don't panic. We bring you this beauty, but you all can see the swell is getting up. It is, well, it seems to be getting up with the tides. Yesterday it didn't look that big. Around 10 o'clock in the morning, the west coast, I understand, was pumping. And then the evening into the night time, it was pumping again. You may have seen, is it Scott, Kathy Scott, who does the videography from up there by Backs Rock? I can't remember. So she says, who? Let me put you on the spot. What is her name? I guess one way of getting away and evading a question is to walk away and turn your back on the person. I don't understand what that's all about, but we're gonna go back up this way a little bit. Oh, she's finding her own path. No, you can't go through that way. You have to come back this way here. So we're going to walk back a little bit and then we're going to venture back down here as soon as we possibly can. I would love to go across here, but it is a little bit risky. Not worth the chances. So we're going to go back into the bush. Check out how she's going through here. Look. She's on as though she walked through nettles or prickles or something. So lifting her foot like that. No, I don't have any pity on her. And don't tell me about how I am unfair her and stuff. That is not so. This is a part of the journey. I hope you're not hearing all the comments from her either. Alright, so we're working our way back across. Remember, if you are going to fall, let me know in advance so I can videotape it for all of our family, okay? Just take your time, please. Alright, that sounded cruel, huh? I know, don't mind. I sometimes have that little bit of cruel streak that comes over me, but I still love her dearly with all my heart. As I do with all of you all. Alright, so you're almost back on the track now. When we get up here, we will make our way back down. We just avoid that one little dip with that sea spray on those leaves that would definitely throw you down. Some monster crab holes out here this morning. I mean big ones then. So if you're coming through this kind of trail, I will show you just so you would know that I'm not exaggerating. 1 minute. These are all embedded as you're walking. This is a small one, by the way. All through out here. Out here is full of crabs and stuff. So if you're walking out here and there's an area that you cannot visibly see the actual surface soil, please step gingerly. Do not transfer all your weight onto your front foot until you're sure your front foot's in a stable location. You'll also find a lot of these. These are coral heads, or big piece of coral rock that are all over the place. You may not see that because of the growth of the grass either. Again, don't drag your foot like a lazy person out here. Step, please. We're only showing these things that are very basic, and I will have to say should be the common knowledge of everyone. However, sometimes we get carried away with beauty such as this. And then we forget to look down, and that is where the problem comes. These rocks are all over, these holes are all over, and even turf out here as well. You will see a lot of hikers that come out here and may carry a camera when to stop, take a picture. Majority of them will actually stop and take that picture and then proceed. So you'll understand they're the knowledgeable ones, because what's in front of you really can't see. As you all would know, I am so talented that I have like fisheye vision. I'm able to not only see the camera, see in front of me, but I also can see in the ground, and by by the blessings of the sun, I can see behind me, and I can even hear her strips. So let's go again. So, I'm slowly but surely she's becoming a Bajan. Her strips are getting longer and deeper, they're more liquefied, so you would know she's obviously being blessed as a Bajan should be blessed. Alright, so we need to get back on this track. And we need to do so right now. I don't know where it's gone. So we're going to go across here, a new trodden track. I'm just going to hold her hand to make sure she's okay. Because as you all can appreciate, there are ups and downs and everything else that goes with it. But we want to get back as close to water as possible. Big hole there. Remember? Okay, here. The laughter and expressions are going on behind her. I will hold her hand, darling. You just hold my hand. You hold on to the solid rock that I am. I will take care of you. You all can hear the laughter? That's not really laughter. I just want to let you know. She's not having a joyous time, but I am for sure. But we're almost back down the path, so I know she'll be fine in a few minutes time. Beautiful. Let me just show you some expressions here. I need to share these. No. Don't share your expressions. Alright, let's go on, come. Okay, let's go. I will not. I promise I will not turn on the camera. I will not turn the gimbal, honestly. No, you see, I don't tell a lie. If I go down, you coming with me? I'm not going to go down, baby. I'm holy good. You see, as I told you I was not going to turn the gimbal, I did not lie. I do not tell fabricated truth like a lot of people on here try to make you all believe, all your first comers. I actually do talk the truth all the time. I leave the sort of like semi-truths to others around me. Check the expression on. Hello, you having a good time walking through this bush?
You better turn that.
Okay. Alright, they sound like wise words, definitely. So let's turn the vision in a different location, but we're back on track now, so we're good. Just one more big rock you just stumble over and you'll be fine.
Oh, you were the big rock.
No, I am a massive rock. I'm not just a big rock, I'm the massive rock. Alright, so here we go. Back on the coastline as promised. Look at this beauty. I'm sorry it wasn't low tide, but don't mind. It is still beautiful as it is. Low tide, you would have seen a lot more of this rocky beach and a lot more of these areas around here, the reef sections exposed. It would have been a different kind of view. So you can always come back here and walk at a high and low and see something completely different. We just want to point out to you a couple of things here. Unlike some of the cliffs in the north and the southeast, you know, which are solid coral mass, coral stone itself, over here is very rocky terrain. I'm going to turn it around, you really can't see it too well. Therefore you'll see all these rocks down on the beaches where it would normally be sand. Well, not normally be sand, because it's really never sand, because as here erodes due to the weather, whether it be the rain coming down from the hills or be the pounding ocean, you can see how this whole cliff area here is just mainly made up of very loose coral rocks that are embedded in mud and clay. So as you get the erosion going on, these slip away. That's why you will see all the rocks on this side of the island, especially in this area and up to St. Martin's Bay, etc. you'll find tons of rocks on the shoreline itself. So Barbados, I would say Barbados grows before it shrinks, because that's what I like to say. Because as you would know, most of these rocks, or all of these rocks, as we start to come out of the ocean, would have been land as we start to come up, or very shallow waters coming up. And that is why all of the weaker matter has been eaten out from around them, leaving just the actual coral heads themselves. So this would all have been land, and that again would be known because of the railway that used to run along through the Bashba area, especially in front of Edgewater and along by Martins Bay and right up through Bath, etc. That have gone. The railway area where the railway would have run has gone, and you're only seeing a couple of the erect posts that would have been used, metal posts that would have been used in times gone by. Alright, we got another good spot to go down here, but she's doing her splash technology. She had some beautiful shots from yesterday. But to show you what the outer ring looks like, this is what we're going to be descending now. Not major, but you have to be careful with your footing. There are roads or walkways, pathways that have been forged by hikers further inland as well. For those that are not as adventurous, or those that are not as sturdy as some of us. I should really just say sturdy as me. So they would be further inland, a lot easier to get over. These are a lot tougher, as you can see. I'm waiting on her, so that's why I'm standing up here in one spot all the time. She's doing her photos, which are going to be beautiful. She has a collection of photos that are quite amazing. She will send up some or let you all have a look at them at some stage again. Intentions are to share the beauty of Barbados on your walls. She will talk to you about that. That is her venture, not mine, of course. But beautiful, beautiful Barbados. As you can see, she is absolutely captivated by the surroundings, and she's dreading where we're about to descend. So just bear with her a second. I will not show you the descent going on here, as it is not that good. Hold on to that. We're coming down. And I'll get your camera right down. No, that is not the root, or it could be the root of a cherry tree, of a great bush. That is a possibility. So don't hold it too firm, because you know it's bushes have roots. Bushes have roots. Don't worry about it. There's no tree out here. Alright, we're down a flat now. She's good. She had a little slip there, so she knows what it's like. I almost made her fall, she said. Don't mind, I was the stability that kept her standing erect. That's how it is. Alright, so here we go. I guess that root could have been from the sea grape bush, which is possible. They do have their benefits and their uses. I mean, we tear off leaves off of them to shelter from them, from the sun. We tear off leaves, there'll be wind blocks. We tear off leaves just to throw them in the air and have fun with them. Just like we do with the berries, we pull them off, throw them on the ground, stamp on them and kick them in the sea. That's the best way of doing it. So start that practice and rehearsing from now. So when you come to Barbados, you can assist us in what we're doing. Beautiful tent bay. Sun has come up enough that we can already see beautiful, beautiful Barbados and the nature of this area. There we go. I'm not going to give you a circle of love right now, because I have my intended spot to do so, which is just a little further on, but I just want to show you some of the terrain and some of the beauty that surrounds us. Remember, you can come and do this yourself. Just pack your hikers. All the ladies, just leave one pair of stilettos behind, pack a pair of hikers and bring them. You really don't want stilettos in Barbados. You want soft wear, something you can wear comfortably, dance and kick up and jump up in the air and have a good time. Stilettos maybe for a night or two out, because I know some of you all like to fine dining, etc. But don't forget your hikers. Don't deprive yourself of taking in things like this here. Remember, if Barbados is tired to you, trust me, it's you that's tired of looking. You are not looking in the right places. Barbados never gets tired. I visited here about 12, maybe 15 times in the last 3 years. On the vlogs, that is. I've done so otherwise. But I would have to tell you, every time I've come here, it has been different. Every single time, whether it's the sea conditions, whether it's the cloud conditions, whether it's the sun angle, no matter what it is always different. So if you think Barbados is tired, think again. It's you, not Barbados, trust me. Alright, have a seat there, so I can show everyone about what it is the best. Perhaps sit looking at the sea here for me. Yeah, you can do that. Come on, you could just sit on that bench. No, you can't? Okay. Alright, so let me do it for them. Just hold a minute. Let me take a seat on this bench here for you all. I'll show you all my favorite hangout spot, and then I'll show you the bench. Alright, so this is where I like to sit whenever I come. You all have seen in almost every vlog that we come through here, I take a seat here, and that's because this is so peaceful, and that's why I'm going to share with you a circle of love from this actual location. So let's get ready. Here we go. Get ready for the darker makers first, and then you can take them off. Here we go. That's the art of splash watching, as you will see. She's ready to do her own stuff. She loves the splashes off the rocks and stuff. Again, all those beautiful, beautiful shots for you. It's an amazing morning out here, absolutely amazing. The humidity level out here though, like intense, intense, intense. I'll give you an indication of how bad it is. Check the sweat, serious, is really pouring off you right now. So we always advocate that if you're coming to do this train walk, no matter what part of this train walk you're on, if you're doing a long one, well, you're going to suffer anyhow, but start at dark, because that way then you can actually enjoy the beauty. And I would definitely recommend walking into the light in the beginning and then walking back if you're doing a round trip, rather than the other way around, or if you're just doing a one way and then getting picked up in the other location, walk with the sun in your back. As soon as the sun comes up, this is how hard it is to show anyone what is behind them. Very difficult to walk into this direction here with the camera, especially now as we're moving into the winter months, your winter months or high season months, where the sun is going to be more in that angle. So your entire walk will be walking into the blinding sun. So we definitely recommend walking from Bath upon Set Bay or somewhere in that general direction and walking northward from there. That way then you can be seeing the beauties of these areas as the shadows start to disappear because of the rising sun. Absolutely beautiful, stunning. Just to give you an indication of what the bench looks like, naturally formed, beautiful for a tripod effect, etc. Beautiful. So if you're out here, look for this bench, have a seat on it and breathe in for a few seconds. Actually, you know what, we're going to do that right now. We're going to give you a photo opportunity sitting on this bench. We're going to let you experience the peace and the serenity without moving in a circle, and let you experience what we're experiencing here right now. So we can give you a 30 minutes, slightly extended. So breathe in, breathe out, enjoy. Alright, that was a lot more challenging than you all know. To sit quiet is even more difficult than climbing a mountain for me. I need to go and see a tongueologist when I leave here, make sure that all these bites are only superficial and don't require stitches, because I had to bite my tongue to keep quiet just now. Okay, so descents again, little descents, rough terrain, a little bit slippery as well, so be careful. Dryness does not mean you don't get any slippage, it just is now the rocks are going to roll a little freer. But please, if you are going to be hiking out here, please try not to come out in the muddy conditions, like when it's raining or the day after very heavy rainfall. Try and let it ease off a little while. If you're limited on time, you still want to do it, make sure you're very strong and sturdy, and make sure you walk with a pole. Do not just walk out here by yourself. Got a lot of little small hermit crabs and stuff crawling all over out here as well, so nature is in full force. As you can see them all moving their ways around. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So nature is breathing around us right now. We're seeing absolute beauty, as natural as it comes. There's nothing man-made out here. Everything is created by the master creator himself. Beautiful morning. All right, we still have quite a bit of walk. I know we're into close to, she's remind me 50 minutes. She wants me to cut short with you all. Just like yesterday, she thought that I should cut you all off because the food was burning. I put you all before the food. No, she did not do that. You would have seen that documented as well in that vlog, because I locked her out of the house. Someone said, well, you live on the West Coast, or you're on the West Coast. How come you have to lock your doors? Wherever you live in this world, I'm not going to dare you, because it'd be a very foolish thing to do. But go to sleep tonight and leave your doors open and your windows open, and if you don't have wrought iron, and see what you all are about to do. Alright, so up we step. I'm going to just stop a minute and give her a little hand up here. There's only one hee-haw out here, and that would be me, of course. So I'm going to give her a hand wherever possible. Beautiful. As I said, we're going to go as close to the cliff as possible. As what? Yeah, that is a crab hole. Alright, this is one of the bigger crab holes here, just so you will understand what we're talking about. Wide to be gentle when you step in bush that you're not seeing underneath you. They're the kind of things that are underlaying a lot of the grass out here, so be very careful especially if you're going off of the trodden path. Be very, very wary. Exercise caution out here. Huh? This nature will jump up and bite you if you're not careful. You can see how a lot of areas like this are all eaten away underneath the actual edges. Hopefully you'll be able to make that out here. Let me see if I can get it on something to show you right there. You can see all that grass there is hollow underneath. So if you're walking across here and you're going for that perfect photo, you could find yourself down this drop off. It's a small one, but you can still get injured here. But please be careful, because a lot of what you're seeing, underlying dangers are there. So please be very, very wary of what you're doing out here. This is not a place to come around and skylark with kids who don't listen. You know, you don't bring a child out here that is stubborn. Like I brought Jeanette this morning because she is not as stubborn as she used to be. If she was as stubborn as she was when she first came to Barbados, I would not have brought her across here because she wouldn't have listened to me. But she...
But I don't listen.
You don't listen to me at all still?
Now I'm looking at what you dragged me across in the dark.
In the dark. Well, we had to come across the dark. If you didn't come across the dark, how do you expect us to bring the light to anyone? We had to bring the rising sun. So you're saying we should not have come across here to show everybody sunrise this morning?
A flashlight would have been nice.
A flashlight. All right, next time. She just shot me down. All right, so here we go. Another example of the rocky beaches over here and the reasons for it again. You can see all here. This is how all the front cliff section out here right down into Tent Bay is made up. Like this here, there are some solid coral heads in some areas, but majority of them are just laying between the mud clay and silt. So you have to be extremely cautious out here. There's also some chalk as well, which is very slippery when it's dry. So you also have to exercise caution for that as well. It's more of a powdery effect. You want something to say?
Yeah, I do.
Well, say it to the camera.
I think that, I won't say her name, is so drunk that she gets the East Coast and the West Coast mixed up.
Is that Simone?
I didn't say it, but yeah.
Oh, Simone. Well, yeah. Well, it's not called drunk at this time of morning. It's called getting up stale drunk. So
whatever it is, she must think that this is the West Coast.
Oh, she's talking about it on there as well as the West Coast.
I don't know if she's on. I'm busy watching where I walk.
Anyway, if she was on, you would know, because you get an itch in your back. Whenever you come on, you get an itch in your back and your neck because an annoying person is online. Good morning, Simone. I love you, dirty. I just want to make clear to everyone that if we bash someone on here, there are people that we are comfortable in bashing because they know our love, our genuine love for them and our friendship for them. And that will go for 99.99% of the people on the EMC or any EMC. They're aware that when we make fun of them or if we skylark and include their name in our frolic, that is all about love and kindness, and the only reason we do that is because they know our sincere love and appreciation and joy to have them in our lives. So I just want to make that abundantly clear. If you see something on here that you think, how could he have said that? Well, not me, because I never say anything bad. I should say, how could she have said that? Or how could all of you on there, hold on a minute, all of you on there say it, then please understand that do not hold them in contempt, because they are only doing so through love and care and affection and kindness. Right, you can actually hear the rocks here. We're not going down the beach, I would love to, but we do lose signal. We've done it before, lost signal, got cut out. Listen to the rocks for a couple of seconds. Listen to them on this shore.
Maybe Joy can screenshot this, send it to Simone and tell her it is the East Coast.
Okay, recommendation, say that again please. Say it again, come on.
I said maybe Joy can screenshot this, send it to Simone and tell her this is the East Coast,
okay, Joy.
not the West Coast.
Okay, Joy, that's your challenge. So let me hold it steady. Screenshot this please. And then send it to Simone and let her know this is the East Coast and not the West Coast. There's a constant rivalry that goes on there between our water baby and my co-star about the coastlines and stuff. So that is just, again, another healthy debate and conversation. Look at when I tell you how she looks for the most spectacular photos and angles, including a little bit of that coconut tree in it. Always having character and story behind every picture. Taking a sunset or a sunrise with nothing like a boat or anything in front of it. Yes, it's beautiful, but it has so much more character, so much more story, and so much more feeling when you can involve trees or surrounding areas or boats or anything like that. And if you want the most ultimate an amazing foreground for any of your photos, please give me a call. I will come and stand in front of your camera for free. It's not a problem. And you could take sunsets, sunrises. Actually, you could take anything. It's going to look absolutely beautiful. Even if you were to take a blank white wall and put me in front of it, it's going to look amazing. So just remember, you can give me a call, 231-2787, and I will come and stand in front of your camera for free. I would even bring along a co-star for free in case you want a this and a that, like a before and a after. So I know you get breakfast this morning because she overcooked yesterday, so I know they got something in the fridge, so I could afford a joke here. When I get home and I have my food, well, unless she throws it out, that's a possibility too. Good morning, it's 𝗣𝗟𝗍. If you're on or any of Jeanette's family, good morning to each and every one of you all. Sending love from Barbados all the way up to you. Hopefully you're enjoying the beauty of Barbados, and we will get to see you down here again. This family has been visiting Barbados for many, many years and have come here many, many times. Put them together a couple of hundred times. They love this island and they have the passion for Barbados just like I do, and just like many of you do. You know, a lot of people, when I first started this journey, I have to say, even I thought that there's no anyone could love this island unless they really lived on it the way we do. I was shot into reality and realized how many people actually do adore this island and treasure this island just like their own, even if they're not from here. How many people work all year long and start the countdown from the time they leave Barbados until the time they get back, and every day they encounter challenges, they remind themselves of how many days before they find their peace and serenity here in Barbados. That tells you the healing of this island. So it's not just me, it is thousands and thousands of people that find what we find here, and that's the magic of Barbados. Remember, the only way you're going to find the magic of Barbados is coming here and letting Barbados' magic bless you. If you come here with your expectations and what you want to bring from wherever you are and the style of life that you live and the rat race that you're involved in, then you're not going to find the peace in Barbados, and you're probably going to come here and say, oh, I didn't enjoy that at all. My drink took 5 minutes more to serve than normal. Or someone waited a little while and talked about days or lives in a cash register before he got served. No, you have to relax. If you let little things like that get in the way of the beauty and the serenity and the peace that you can see in Barbados, then you're definitely not going to find the magic. So open yourselves and let yourselves take in what we offer, not what you want us to offer you. Beautiful Barbados. You'll see quite a few fishing, a few of the PVC tubes up there in that rock, and many other rocks. The guys will walk over them at low tide, put up their rods and then fish from there as well. Something you'll see more and more on the east and the north of the island now, because guys will go actually with multiple rods, sometimes 5 and 6 rods, you know, and then they put them out and then obviously catch fish throughout the day. Very slippery path here, very challenging conditions. Do not come out here with just 2x2s. Please get on something with some serious treads on them. Now, you have been with us now for almost 3 years, just shy of 3 years, maybe 4 and shy of 3 years on our journeys. We have come across here many times. But what happens is sometimes we see developments in this island that we feel should not be done because it spoils the island. And then sometimes we stumble across someone's creativity and someone's passion and someone's care for the beauty that surrounds them and enjoying the beauty that surrounds them. Hence, we walk across and stumble across things like this. As you all know, we did an interview with a gentleman who actually has been working on this over the years. Last time we were down here, when we first came here, there was a broken long chair that was here. That was it. There was nothing else. As you can see, he's planted his own hedge in the background here. He's beautified the whole area. He's put this that you can sit on if you want. This is not a spot you can't sit on. Just read the words. Respect the spot. That is what he's telling you to do. Come here and respect it. This was an ocean view that this gentleman that crafted here laid in memory of Amelie. Now remember, we've talked about him already. Amelie, he was actually an avid snorkeler, spear diver, surfer, seaman. He lost his life out here while he was snorkeling under relatively good conditions. So you can understand, even no matter how good you know this East Coast, this place is deadly. So this is what he has created. This is what he has called his just chilling area. And as he has asked you to do, come and enjoy it, but respect the spot. He's even found some beautiful driftwood here as well to lay out here for you that you can sit on in case someone has already taken up the chair. If you ever walk with Mr. Conductor, realize before you start walking, come to understand that no matter where is the most comfortable place to sit down, he will take it. So you will have to substitute with the next one. So Anytime you see or go anywhere with 𝗂𝗏𝗏, realize that you have to settle for second best because he gobbles up the best all the time. All right, visions and views sitting from right here. This is called Amelie's Ocean View, as you can clearly see written there. And we want you to enjoy the scene that you would have from here if you were out here this morning with us. Stunning. I know a lot of you are not able to stay on here. A lot of you may only watch 5 minutes of this vlog and do nothing more. A lot of you just come and get your serenity and move on to work the rest of the day and then don't check the vlog. Hopefully some of you will be on with us as some of our live warriors on here. I want to thank, as I do all the time, our live warriors, our EMC live warriors, for joining us in the morning to make sure that we have the companionship and the inspiration and the encouragement to do this here day in and day out. It's because of you that you know, we're on this journey every day, continue on this journey every day, because you are finding your healing and your peace here just as we are. But being able to share it with other people is the beauty and the gift. It is called giving, the pleasures, the joys and the love of giving, not receiving. But it is lovely to have others on board with us to enjoy this with us and also comment and keep a great conversation going here. Anyone that comes on here this morning and sees this love and sees the peace that is expressed by everyone on here, if you don't feel compassion and love for your fellow man, then I really tell you, watch this again and again and again. But watch it on Facebook. For all your YouTube lovers that come on and see these beautiful scenery and listen to my amazing baritone and operatic voice all morning, serenading you with such subtle, soft and smooth words. I want you to also read some of the comments that are on Facebook as well. So if you're only on YouTube, please check out Facebook. Read what everyone is saying who are walking with us. Read how they're saying, I am feeling that sea spray. I am feeling the warmth on my back. I am sensing the grass rubbing on my legs or caressing my legs. If you read those comments, then you will get an understanding of people who have been here for years and are forging their visions with their past memories and delighting themselves and feeling as though they're right here on this spot this morning. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. The real Barbados, Mr. Conductor, you asked to see it. This is what we give to you whenever we can. Mr. Conductor, I don't mind you. You can say whatever you want. I know you love me, and that love is unconditional, so I don't mind you. So you can say whatever you want. I know for sure that Mrs. Conductor will deal with you accordingly. So good morning to you, Susan. Good morning to everyone on here again. Alright, so we're working our way into Tent Bay. We're going to stop just before we get down to the Atlantic Hotel, and we'll save the rest for another. What's up, my brother? You good? Oh, you getting wet, man. Let me come out over here and film you getting wet, man. This is what you call dedication to what you're doing. Standing and getting soaking wet. Wave off for family there, my brother.
Good morning, people.
Love you, man. Alright, respect, right? Alright, cool, man. Alright, as you can see, we pass people. These are folks that we have seen many times along our paths along here. Sometimes we go into locations and first of all, people want to know what is the ulterior motive here. What is it? They're trying to earn money. They're trying whatever. There's always an ulterior motive in people's minds. That's how we live in our society. Someone comes and says hello. First thing you think is, okay, what is this all about? You know, and sometimes we are lucky enough to give them the time to realize that there's nothing more than love and respect that's coming your way. So hopefully you'll be able to differentiate between someone that has a motive and someone that actually genuinely means love. But when we go into areas, we always make sure and tell folks we're here to share love and love only. This is not a business. We're not into making money. That is not what this is about. This is about continuing to sustain the journey that we walk on, so we can bring you the beauty and the peace of Barbados and what we feel and the kind of sensations that we experience when following this journey. So hopefully everyone will start to understand that more and more and more. Alright, so here we go again, another explanation about the, jeez, whew, that's a big word then. Another explanation about how these banks and cliffs are. You can see here, up underneath the grass, is hollow. Very hollow. So you can appreciate, if you're walking on this path, even on the path itself that we're going to go on, is hollow underneath it. So make sure and be very careful when you're walking along these areas. You can see how it's just breaking away. You can see it's made up of very loose objects, and you can also see the rocks on the beach that would have come from this cliff due to the erosion and stuff. So you can understand, be very careful when you're out here. If you're coming to enjoy something like this, exercise caution. Don't leave caution at home. When you're traveling to Barbados, exercise caution. Wherever you're traveling in this world, exercise caution. It is the person that comes out, throws caution to the wind, is the person that will go back home saying they had a horrible experience because they subjected themselves to a situation that they had no right being in. We read about that day in and day out in travel groups of people who come here and do things they would never do at home, and then are surprised at what happens and the results that come from it. So remember, practice what you do at home, but come here and enjoy the beauty, and come here and meet a friend, because there are many people here that want to be nothing more than just your friend. Although there are some that have ulterior motives, you have to differentiate between the two of those. But come here and enjoy, and don't deprive yourself of meeting probably the best person you've ever met. Like me, for example, if you come and meet me, you've met the best person ever. You can come here and enjoy that and go back home with those memories. So every time you come back to Barbados, you'll be coming home to your friends and family, as we are waiting on you. Beautiful tent bay. In the olden days, not at this time of year, this time of year is the hurricane season kind of time, but in the olden days you would find a lot of boats moored in this general area. One of our members on here, we like to call Mr. Barbados lifeguard himself, 𝐶𝐚𝐥𝐿, he has a boat that he usually pushes off of here as well. A lot of Mayor's family, a lot of them have boats out here, but we haven't seen that for a very long time. The erosion and stuff has actually moved the path that they used, or the road they used to use to bring their boats down into the water. You will see that in a few minutes time. As I said, we're not going right down Tent Bay, we will save that for another day. If you want, you can always put in Tent Bay in our search in YouTube, and you will find some of our stuff up there that you can look at and see other areas of Tent Bay and 𝗲𝗲𝗏 as well. Remember, we walk this area many times. Every time we walk, there's only one thing, I would say one thing that remains constant, and that is that you're walking with the most amazing person in the world, the most handsome man in the world, and the most gifted Olympian in the world, who has the most majestic baritone operatically trained voice. If you're going to sleep now, it's not because of my boring commentary, it's because of my subtle and relaxing and comforting talk. Alright, so here we go. Tent Bay, Atlantis Hotel, presently closed. Standard, September, full renovations, etc. They're closed at the moment, don't know what their opening dates are, etc. But that's where that is. It's Tent Bay, we're actually located at. Beautiful, beautiful Tent Bay. I'm not going to spin you too much because the sun is very intense. But what we would like to do is definitely be able to show you ourselves as we say farewell and thank you for coming with us this morning. Somebody's looking a little bit tired though, so I will see how that goes now. So let's turn around the camera so you can get me in the highest resolution possible and see the most beautiful thing, the second most beautiful thing. Good morning to each and every one of you all. We're looking directly at the sun, so let's turn around it a little bit so we don't blind ourselves while we're doing so. It is our pleasure every morning to get up and walk with you. Many times we sacrifice going to big parties and a lot of functions because we know you have to be up at 3:15 and we don't want to come out here drained and giving you a boring morning in the morning that has no enthusiasm or energy. So we do that, and we do that happily and gratefully because we're able to bring you this beauty that we're sharing this morning. For those who don't walk with us, it would be our pleasure to do that. Your company we would treasure, so please just get in contact with us, come and walk with us and enjoy this with us. It's not a race, it's not a big hike, it's not a long walk, it's a cool, peaceful walk amongst friends, whether they're here virtually or they're here physically, among friends, loved ones, and people that we call our family. So from the EMC family and from all of our members, all of our groups, the care teams, the Spice Girls, the Munch Kings, from everyone else, we bid you all farewell for today. Our next official vlog will be on Friday morning for sunrise. However, we do have a vlog that's going to come in Q in the community. Usually in general area around 4:30 on Thursday. God's Spare Life, we will be there. It will be down at National Stadium, so we're looking forward to that. Not too familiar with the name of the place it's being held. I don't know if I've had a change of name. I know most of the areas down there, but we will be bringing you that God's Spare Life and bringing you the beauty of Barbados and the fellowship that we exercise in the community. So from Jeanette, myself, for all the EMC, bid you all farewell. Have a peaceful day. Carry your peace and love with you. Make sure that anyone you come in contact with today, that they're aware of the presence that you have around you, and that is peace and joy and serenity. Either do that by a smile or a hello, or just walk past a heated situation with calmness and don't worry about it. And that shows people, and you actually lead people that way. You don't follow people. Lead people in love, lead people in serenity, lead people in peace. From beautiful, beautiful Barbados, today from Tent Bay and Foster Hall area, we bid you all farewell. We hope you've had an enjoyable morning. We have had a pleasure being with you. It is our joy, it is our merriment to come out here in the morning and spend time with you. Have a blessed day and stay cool.